Hello, what am I doing over there? Hello, everyone. How's it going today? How's it going? Oh boy, today is there's lots going on today. I don't even know what I'm saying. I realized I was like late for my stream, and I'm like, oh, I got lots of time. And then I realized nothing's working, so I didn't have lots of time. But I'm here now, and you're here. So welcome. If you're here from the meetup room or the meetup chat, meetup group, give me a little wave. Say hi. Say hi in the chat. Chat. Oh, you know what I didn't do? This is also what I didn't. That's not what I want. I forgot to change my stream. We're not looking at block deprecations. We're looking at something different here. That's what we're looking at. Can I just update this? Hold on, I broke something. I knew I was gonna do this. That's what I need. I'm gonna hit done. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. Okay. Anyways, we're looking at 17.1 today. That's the plan. Anyways, is anyone here? Hello. Get that out of the way. Cool. So let's look. Let's see. I gotta get my Twitch streams open here. We'll rock that. It's last stream of November. Good chance. What are we doing here? So we got deactivate that. I need to update Gutenberg. Igneous Fury. Hello. I don't know what that thing is, but it looks cool. I'm going to update to 17.3.1. So I noticed that. So normally you can get all of your Gutenberg goodness. Every time there's a release. The release cycle of Gutenberg works like this. There's two. It's a 2-week cycle. So the first week on Wednesdays they release they do the RC, the release candidate, and so yeah, and then the second week they do the actual release, and then by the end of the second week you will see a post in here for Gutenberg 17 or whatever the version is. So they haven't actually done one for 17.1 yet. I'm sure there's just lots going on. So we're going to look at, you can also get all of the release notes directly from GitHub. So we're going to look at that today. So it's not going to be as pretty looking, but it's going to be there and it's going to be good. And what is that little thing? I love that little thing that you just posted in there. Igneous Fury. It's a fantastic name. Where's Kevin today? David Quire. Hi, David. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Thanks for hanging out with me today. Appreciate you all. Yeah, so let's take a look. I'm going to just go into here because I've updated that plugin. I'm just going to create a new post. Add new post, and we're going to call this Gutenberg 17.1. Whatever. I'm going to publish this. Publish that. Publish that. All right, let's publish. So let's just start going through the enhancements. I'm not sure what they're going to call out as big deals here, so I guess we'll just kind of go through them all. If y'all see anything in there that you want to talk about specifically, let me know. That'd be awesome. Okay, so enhancements: navigation block, fix inaccurate description of the show icon. Okay, crew loop, add accessibility markup at the end of a loop in all cases. Okay, cool. Current theme when not provided. Oh, that's neat. Add fallback to the current theme when not provided. What does that mean? Let's look at that. So, seeking ways to. Okay, I feel like this is probably a little bit in the weeds. In the weeds, friends. Improve tabs, text control, default size, default toggle group out. Okay. Move manage patterns to. Oh, so far now. This is riveting. Yeah. Block gap support to quote block. That's cool. Detach text changes and template options. What does that even mean? Oh, nice. Change the text into the detached. Where are we seeing that? What are we talking about? Now detached appears. Blocks from template part. Oh, detach. Oh, okay, that's a pretty minor little change. Pretty cool. Hey, did everyone get a chance? Did anyone see the developer hour that we did yesterday? If you're part of the meetup group, you should definitely check it out. Be part of that. Some really cool stuff. Nick Diego and I hosted. Nick did all the work. I just got to stand there and look pretty. He went through like ways of extending core blocks, and it was really good, really comprehensive. Highly recommend checking it out. It will be on. Let's check where it will be. It's on probably on the official YouTube channel. Any link to the meetup group? Yep, I can get you a link to the meetup group. This is not the link to the meetup group, but I can get you the meetup group. It's right here. Sign up for that stuff. My streams are on here. There's lots of really cool stuff. Yeah, there's really great presentation by Nick. I take no credit for his amazing work. If you sign up to this group, you can get... there's a lot of stuff. It's not always developer focused, but it is as well. But there's a lot of user stuff. There's a lot in here, so feel free. And then let's see. There's also a playlist that that needs to stop. There's a playlist. Yeah. So this playlist is all the developer hours. There's my stupid ugly face that you're welcome to take a look at. And the last one that was added right here is the one from yesterday. So if you don't go watch it now, hang out with me on the stream, but then go and check it out immediately afterwards, and give it a bunch of likes and subscribes. And then while you're at it, head on over to my channel, my little YouTube goodness. and oh, there we go. I'm gonna turn that off, and give it a like and subscribe. My kids are always telling me, Dad, you gotta end your videos with saying like and subscribe. Anyhow, right, where were we? Okay, so we're back over here. All right, cool. Global styles, okay. Nothing here. Milan Ivanovic, anytime. Welcome to the stream. Looks like you're coming from the YouTubes. Thank you for hanging out with me today. That's fantastic. What else? Okay, it's block quick navigation, truncate text, button block, double enter to skip default block. Okay. Detach. Yeah. Where's what? Somebody in there twice? Anyways. Okay. Server directed processing only root blocks. The interactivity API it's going to be amazing. I got a preview of some changes that are coming to the store. It's so nice. I am very, very excited for it. I think 6.5 is what it's targeting, so you're probably seeing a lot more stuff that I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff with it as we get closer to it being finalized and being released. Like it's in WordPress now. It's in 6.4, but it's private. Some blocks do use it, like the image block uses it, and the query loop block uses it for some things. But I think 6.5 it might change. I don't know. It's a big feature, so we'll see. But I'm very excited for it. Anyhow, bug fixes. Background image support, custom link, data views. Data views is really cool as well. I think I already showed that before. Data views are, if you go into editor, and then right now I think it's page, and you can click manage all pages. That's not what I want. That's not the button. Why is that not working? Oh, maybe I have it turned off. Sorry. It is an experimental feature. If you go into what is Gutenberg not enabled? Very hard for me to review Gutenberg if I don't have it enabled. I swear to God, I do this every stream, every single one. So experiments, go in here, you go into new admin views. So that's what you want. I'll turn that one off because we don't need that one right now. And save, says I. So go into appearance, editor. Right now it's just the pages, I believe. So if you go in here and go manage all pages, you now get this view. So this is the data views that they're talking about. And it's very cool stuff. Like you can set, oh, that's a new view. That's pretty cool. So you can click this and it'll, yeah, automatic Gutenberg activator. The AGA. I love it. That's fantastic. I just need someone, I need to write a bot command that fires something up and says, turn on the plugin, dumbass. That's what I need. So this is a cool view. I've never seen this before. This was not in the last one that I reviewed. So they've added that view. We have a grid view, which I think this is featured image. And then of course the list view. So there's a lot of really cool stuff going on in there. I just love this stuff. It's so cool. And a lot of it just kind of flies under the radar, not purposefully, like, you know, we're all building in public here, but check this stuff out. Go in and play around with the experiments and see what, you know, and check it out. Check it out. Anyways, components, what we got? Drop down menu. Some cool stuff going on with drop down menu. Seems kind of neat. Typography, font, fit library, yeah. Block editor, iframe, bubble limits, post. The best. That's the best commit message ever. Fix block editor crash. It's one step up from not broken. Any content, okay. Patterns, inspector controls, goal cells, templates of the filter call. Post editor. Okay, data. Fix wrong store results when page receives less items than what was stored. Okay, so these are a lot of like quality of life stuff going on in there. Accessibility. I love that there's like a number of things in accessibility now. This is great. Add labels to in filters. Show actions label. Fix the image link button. Press state. Cool. Performance. Automatic to trace template navigation center. Let's you combine use select hooks. Block. Site editor, rewind. Okay, a lot of stuff. A lot of experience in data views. That's really cool. Very cool. Whoa. That was super loud. Whoever that was, thank you for the follow. Was there somebody who's following me? Something popped up. I didn't see it. I don't even know what that was. Is my bot not working again? Who is that? Is that you? Launch 86, did you do a follow? Thanks, thank you. If that was you, I don't know why that. I heard it and then it ran away really fast. So I think maybe my move from YouTube to Twitch. Cool, thank you. Well, I appreciate you. Appreciate the follow. It's awesome. Let's see. So a lot of cool stuff going on in documentation. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but there is some how-to guides that have just not what I want. Is it reference guides? Where is this? Getting started. Fundamentals of block development. So this is a new thing that we just kind of got out there. I'm going to drop it in here. Highly recommend you go check this out. I'm saying highly recommend every other sentence in this stream. So this is going to be called the highly recommend stream. It's a great name for a series. Highly recommend. Anyways, this is kind of it's been completely overhauled. We've been doing a lot of work. Wanma, my team lead and friend, has been doing a lot of great work on this, specifically in this area, and it explains so much about so many things, the fundamentals of block development, how things are working. So it's a really great resource for those just getting into it. Like it explains sort of like if you look at this stuff, that's not the one. Oh, Excalidraw is a bit annoying at times, but yeah, it explains lots of things. So go and check that out, and that's part of what this stuff is. That's actually those commits were probably in the next version of GitHub, but of Gutenberg. But there are a lot of cool docs coming up in here. A lot of fixes, resource. Yeah, lots of cool stuff going on there. Code quality. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna go through the code quality stuff. Preserve white space. Components, site editor, block editor, data layer, tools, testing. Oh, this is very cool. Everything's moving to Playwright, which is nice way. I did a stream on that. Have I uploaded that stuff? I can't remember if I put it on YouTube or not. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. I owe y'all a few videos on the tubes there. Set preferences and edit post utils. This is something that was very cool, or that we need more of, is the more utilities for Playwright. There are some, and they're basically just helper functions, like go to this page, create a post, do this, log in, stuff like that. And because I found with a lot of any end-to-end library, your utilities are the thing that make it so difficult, because if you don't have them, you end up writing, find this selector, then wait for this thing, then click on this, then do this, and if you can have utilities to do that for you, it makes testing a lot easier. So if you're looking for ways to contribute and Playwright, I would definitely dive into that stuff. So let's look. Who do we got? Anyone in here? I don't think anyone is a friend of the stream, although they're a friend to us. And then okay, so this is kind of a small release. There's not a ton of stuff in here. Let's see. Anyone? I love doing this. Oh, Birgit. Everyone loves Birgit. She's the best. Oh yeah, so many people. Let's see. Greg's awesome too. Jorge, or George, I should say. Yeah, there's Juanma. And is that Kevin? That's not the Kevin. Who's not here. Kevin. Maybe he's moving. I don't know. Nick. There's Nick. Peter Wilson. Man, I'm the only one on my team that didn't get a prop. Oh, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Anyways, so if you want to check that out, it is available for download. You can download that stuff. And yeah, so we've kind of gone through 17.1. I didn't really have a lot planned for today. I thought we'd just maybe chat, hang out, talk about some stuff. But if there's anything that anyone wants to talk about, or any suggestions, that'd be cool. I'm happy to dive into some of that stuff. You probably can't read that, so yeah, I'd go check this out. There's some really cool stuff going on in here. Maybe we can close it down. Close this down. I've been thinking, I had a conversation with someone yesterday. I'd love to know y'all's feedback on it. How would you feel about me doing some I can't wait to cover the interactivity API. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. Really cool. I am actually going to be building something using the interactivity API. So David, the reason I haven't done it yet is because there's this really kind of fundamental change that they're looking at that changes how the data store works. So the interactivity API is awesome. It has its own store, and that's where all your stuff is kind of that's where your stuff is stored, right? In the store. Go figure. But the way that it was built it's basically just a big JavaScript object. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Yeah, you're the best. You're the best. And your face is very familiar. We've met. I know we've met. And if we've met and I'm being an idiot, I apologize. But I appreciate you. You right there. What was I going to show y'all? Oh, I think we did some stuff with the interactivity API. Let me just get into this. Here we go. What is going on here? Where are my Twitch streams? That's what I want. Okay, I'm going to just close all that stuff. There is a interactive block. Is this the one? Source, edit, index, edit. I don't know why this is so slow, but it is so slow right now. Okay, yeah, so this is how you would define a store. Okay, first and foremost, you can play around with this now if you want. Is that Birgit? Birgit? Are you here? Oh, yeah, definitely. Yes, go see Jonathan's at workshop. Definitely. It's part of the meetup group. Go check it out. Hi, Birgit. So glad you can make it. Birgit and I are like two ships passing it in the night. Like she stops her day when I start mine. We never get to hang out, so it's great. Hey, Lup, hello. It's so good to hi. Yeah, totally. Yeah. No, it's I usually do. I just was not set up. Let me know if this is okay. Is that Herg? Let me know if that's all good for you. So anyway, so this is how you would define a store. What was it? What I was saying was in Gutenberg in the repo, there is actually a package that is the Create Block Interactive Template. So you can go and play around with this right now. It'll scaffold a very simple block for you, like super simple. But that's what I used to generate this stuff. And so the store works like this. You have actions, you have effects, and then in your render, you can actually get store stuff as well, right? Thanks, Birgit. I miss you. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing well. So you define actions and effects, and then there's also other parts of it where you can define a namespace. And so like in your render, what you're going to be doing is, it's weird that I'm not defining a namespace, because usually you have to define a namespace for your particular thing, because all of these blocks can technically kind of talk to each other and get access to their store, to other stores and things like that, right? So there's a lot of these sort of, and let me know if this isn't zoomed in enough. This is not a prepared example in the sense of like I'm absolutely winging it right now. But there's all of these things that what we need to do is well, that must be the namespace. That is the namespace there. So these are called directives, right? And so if you're familiar with Vue or Svelte, I think Svelte uses directives. Somebody who's better at JavaScript can tell me I'm wrong there. But so this is basically telling it to do something, right? So we're creating some context, and context is essentially data. You can think of it that way. Context is like internal data. State would be like external. No, I'm not explaining that right. So state is like global. Context is like internal, if you will, right? Sort of. And the way context works is any child of this div that you've applied the context to will have access to the context or the state, right? And then in our view, you can see we've got, so we're defining a store, we're defining a set of actions, and then we're defining a namespace for our actions. And then we're creating an action called toggle. And what this is going to do, and this is significantly changed in the new version of the store, which is why I hesitate to get into it too much. But basically the difference is when you define store, I'm probably going to get the API wrong here, but what you're going to do, oh my God, is that? No. You define the namespace once. So in our case, we have this namespace defined like that, right? And then I think this is wrong, but the idea is you define the namespace and then you start defining actions and then effects and whatever else you need. Now there's a bunch of other subtleties in there that I'm certainly not getting correct off the top of my head right now, but this makes a lot more sense from a developer standpoint, in my opinion, because your namespace is going to be the same for this particular block, maybe for a suite of blocks, and so having to add your namespace, it makes more sense for it to be namespace followed by actions than effects, and so this makes it a lot easier. And then there's some other helpers so you don't have to do all this dot thing like that. So we're going to get context dot, and then our namespace, and then the thing we're looking for. Anyhow, so what this is doing, this particular block, if I can actually demo it, because I'm pretty sure it's working. Do I have it in here? Let's just do this. Oh, you know what? Better make sure. Wow, I should click on the right thing. Should click on the right thing. Where is the first interactive block? So we'll do that. Post. I'm just gonna use this one, and then and my first interactive block. So this is very simple. So all this is doing is it's going to show you this on the front end. And if we jump to the back end, we jump to the front end. When you toggle this, it's toggling. That's what it's doing. So I can take you through the work of that. So the div, so in the Vue.js, all we're doing is defining all of those things. I'm going to take that out right now because we don't need that. So what we're doing is we're going to define some actions. So an action is dispatched. If you're familiar with data stores, you would dispatch an action to have something change in that data store or write to the when we're not using Vue.js, we're using directives. The lop coming in, dropping his negativity. Just kidding. We're using directives. Now the reason that directives are brilliant is because they're just HTML attributes. We don't have proper server-side rendering. Ignore that. We do have server-side rendering, but the thing is, so the brilliant minds that architected this built it in such a way that because it's all written in markup and in PHP, we still have access to all hooks, filters, all that sort of stuff. If we were to go with sort of like, the way that other JavaScript frameworks do it, we'd be able to do server-side rendering, but not in the same way, and we wouldn't be able to have actions and filters and hooks and everything that we use in WordPress. So that's why we went with this. So all we're doing is using data attributes. And then behind the scenes, there's a thing called the HTML tag processor that handles the magic. And again, I'll get into that when it's more ready to get into it, because but it's really cool. And I'm sure Jonathan's going to talk about it on Thursday. So maybe I'm being silly by not getting into it yet, but highly recommend go check this out. Oh, hey, tier 1 sub. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. There we go. There's my little shack, doing a little shack shake. Shake Shack? Whatever. Stupid joke. I'm a dad. All my jokes are stupid. Yeah. So anyways, let me take you through this. So when you define the block, the first thing that you have to do is you have to set supports interactivity to true, because then the block knows, oh, I'm supposed to be an interactive block. Then in your edit can be kind of whatever you want it to be. So the interactivity API is not supported inside the block editor right now. It's a front end only framework. So that's roadmapped, I'm sure. Well, I've spoken with the guys doing it, and it is roadmap, but we don't really know what that looks like yet because we're still working on the front end. So you would just build block normally, however you would build a block in the edit.js. And then in your Vue.js, like I said, is where you would so this is the file that gets loaded on the front end. It's passed to the Vue script property of block.json. So this is where you define, you can define your state here, context, you can define global state, local context, actions, effects. There's a few other things. I think selectors is one as well. But again, the store is changing, so I don't want to dive too deep into it. But basically, we've defined an action, which is the toggle action. When that's clicked, it's basically going to change the state that we're defining, or the context to is open is either going to be true or false, right? And then this log is open is, oh, Dave Guire, thank you for the sub. Can different blocks access other blocks' actions effects? Yes, in theory they can. Thank you for the sub, David. Appreciate you. They can. I don't have a demo, but there is actually interactivity API movie demo. This, I think, is what we're looking for here. Yeah, so this is a much better demo. This is all using the interactivity API. It's also using some browser APIs to handle like the transitions, but that's all that. So this is, sorry, I should close that. One sec. Oh, here, I'll drop this in as well. So if you want to take a look, you can. Keep in mind, things are changing. But so like, for example, so we have this up here, and if I click this, now this is talking to this. This is all like, these are all these blocks are using the interactivity API, and that's and if you notice, if we click on things, we're not getting a full page reload. We're getting, it's basically it's server side rendered, and so it's like a single page application SPA at this point. So we're not getting page reloads every time. Now that will work as long as all the blocks on the page are using the interactivity API. But to answer your question, Ignis, this little button is talking to global state, and then this button is referring to that global state. I can show you kind of how that looks. So the blocks here, we got interactive blocks. So let's look at likes number, Vue.js. You can see, so we're pulling the likes from state.movies, blah, blah, blah. Is like movie, yes or no? And then when we hit movie like button, I think is what it would be. So we have actions. So we toggle the movie, and it's basically writing to the state whether or not the movie's been liked. So again, I'm pushing through this pretty quickly, but you can definitely have blocks talk to each other. You can actually have blocks that are using two different namespaces talk to each other, as long as they're defined in the global. I'm going to have all kinds of demos of this stuff once we get a bit closer to where the, once the store stuff has been finalized, I'll be probably diving into this head first with both feet. That doesn't make any sense. All right, and so this is an effect, and then so when basically is open changes, this is going to console log that. So if we look at here, I'm going to open my console here, get that nice and big. I'm going to close this. So when I toggle this, you can see that this is open false, right? So for those purists out there, okay, anyway, so this is the view. Say that. So I jumped to the render. You can see we're adding all these data attributes, and so the WP interactive is needed to again tell the server that this particular block needs to be interactive, or is interactive. I don't think my dog is so excited about this too. I don't know if you can hear him barking in the background there, but and so if this is found, then all of the magic kind of happens on the server side stuff. This is where we're defining our context or our sort of local scope, our local state. That's the namespace, and we're setting a is open variable, which we're referring to here all over the place, right? And setting its default value to false. So this is an effect. So this is similar to use effect. Now, one thing about this that I had lots of questions about, and I got a great answer from Luis, is that when you write use effect, like if we were to write a use effect, let me find a use effect here, example. Let me find a use effect. Like this, right? So if you have an actual use effect, if this is the dependency array, right? So if you don't have that set like this will run anytime anything changes, right? So the dependency array basically says only run this when one of these things changes, right? Or you can do it so I only want it to run when it initially loads. So if I'm going to just close that down. So my question was, how does this know what its dependencies are? And the answer, as I understand it, is it's using something under the hood. This is using a library called Preact, which is like a small, basically replacement for React, but it has a whole lot of really cool things in it. It's super tiny, it's super fast, but there's this thing called Preact signals. And without getting too deep into the weeds, because I don't really fully understand it, it can figure out what has changed and act appropriately. And so that's why you can have multiple effects here, right? And now they've changed some of this. There are some other data attributes. Like I think there's one called data WP. I think it's like on load, right? Which is essentially this as a dependency array. And then I think there's like an unload or an equivalent. I don't know, Birgit, if you know that off the top of your head, that would be awesome. So that gets run when basically the thing gets unmounted, I think. And then there's the effect that just kind of applies. Now, again, APIs are changing. So take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, but the ideas are there. I just don't know if I've got the actual tag name or the directive name correctly. Cool. So then there's this WP on -- click. So this is how this can be anything that you want. Sorry, no worries, Birgit. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I know you have an encyclopedic knowledge of all things WordPress. And if you've ever been to a conference with Birgit, it's like showing up with Brad Pitt. Like, no one looks at you. They're always like, oh, it's Birgit. Everyone knows Birgit. Everyone knows Birgit. Not to compare Birgit to Brad Pitt, but you know what I'm saying. Or Angelina Jolie, or whoever you want. I don't know. Some massive celebrity. No one looks at you. They're all there to talk to Birgit. Anyways, so what we can do here is this is an event. So this is like a regular browser event. So this could be focus, this could be blur, this could be click, load, whatever, right? And so when that happens on this particular element, this action is dispatched, right? Is run. And so that action is basically the clicking, changing the state there, right? I don't know what I saved, but I saved something. So this bind thing is really interesting. What it does is it binds this attribute to the value of this. So if we look at that in here, if we look at the source, look at the source. Oh my God, clicking too fast. You can see we've got this data bind area expanded. So area expanded is true. So this is the stuff that we're seeing. So if I toggle this, you can see I'm pointing at the screen with my finger. Come on, what is it, my first day? You can see that that's changing, right? And so that's bound to this attribute by this statement. And then there's another one too. And then the data bind hidden. So again, these are just attributes that value is bound to. So when that value changes, the value of the attribute also changes. So if we look at this part down here, right here, you can see that hidden is there and hidden is not there now. So basically it's doing the same thing, but it's just basically hiding and showing. So that's a really simple example of how that works. Yeah, I don't know. Does that help? Does that help? Does anyone have any questions about that? Like, I really flew through it quickly. I wonder if there's any more. -- load. Okay. Birgit, do you have? Was that on the make post or is that in Gutenberg? If you wouldn't mind sharing where you found that would be amazing. And thank you for doing that. I don't expect you to show up on my stream and do the work for me, but thanks for saving it. Appreciate you. There we go. Let's clicky click on that. Okay, so awesome. This is great. So on, all right, effect, init. Okay, so init. That's cool. Okay, key. Oh, they've added some. I've added a lot. Yes. So there's a lot more examples in here. A lot more. Yes, this is still the old store, but it will still work. So what are the other? So there's a list of. Are they in here some? Okay, here we go. So. Context is the state that we sort of talked about, the bind class. You can also do that as an example of so it will add this class based on the Boolean value of this. Yeah. So if we were to do this, right? We could, in our thing here, so let's say we just want to add this class, right? So we can say data class selected, and then obviously that's not going to be right, but we're going to do this, and we're going to write this class is open. I'm going to have to actually build this now. Let me just stand by. npm start. Now, this will work but only because I have the Gutenberg plugin active. So you can play with this now, but you have to have the Gutenberg plugin active to do it. So let me just see if this works. Spec down here. and then boop, to add the class somewhere. I don't even know where we're at. Where did I add that class? It's on the button itself. Okay, where's the button? Did not work? That, I don't need that. Don't save. Maybe. Oh, that. Oh, yes, you can. You should be able to do. You should be able to do like this, right? Class 1. I think so. Now this isn't working for me, so I don't know if it's not working because it's this particular attribute may be in a different version of Gutenberg. I'm not sure, but let's see. So on the button, I added a class. I don't see any class names there. Do you see class names there? I don't see any class names there. What am I doing, man? So let's try adding it to the wrapper div. Data WP class dash class 1. Let me just make sure I've got the actual. I wonder if this needs to be in a different version. I may have just picked a bad one to demo here, but that is the idea. Yeah, it's not adding classes. Okay, that one may not be ready yet, or may not be in this version of Gutenberg, so that's kind of embarrassing. But that's the idea behind it, is that you would add the class, and then based on a Boolean value, right? You would this class would be added or not. Great question about the more than one class. I assume that would definitely be the case. Context we already talked about. Bind we already talked about. Class. Style. Oh, what's style? Oh, interesting. So you can add inline styles if you want. The text sets the inner text of an element. Oh, that's cool. So I don't know. I'm not going to try to demo these because I don't know if I haven't done any research as to whether or not these are in this version of Gutenberg. They might be the next version of Gutenberg, or they may not be merged yet. I'm not sure. The init. So we could try the init and see what happens there. Let's try that. So we'll do that. I'm just gonna add that. I'm gonna add that. So hopefully, you know what? Let's do an effect, and we'll go. Let's add another one. Log is log init. I'm just gonna grab this whole thing, put that in there. And init, right? And then hopefully on the init, I should be able to get out of here. Should be able to grab the actions. I think this will work. I don't know. We'll see. My first interactive block. Let's see. I don't know why I keep yelling at you. I don't know. Yeah, something's not right here. Something's not right. That's not even. That's not even working. What is going on? What is going on here? Do I have another interactive block somewhere? Something's not right. What the? Somebody dropped a what the deuce, because that doesn't seem to be working. Okay. 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 Bill? Okay. start. Oh boy. That worked. I'm gonna just delete this, add a new one. That one. Update. View post. Inspect. Oh my God. What? How's that possible? What? How is that possible? Render, and it should be... What? Okay, all right, whatever. File render dot... I don't know why that happened, but apparently the render.php was not there. So is this gonna work? My render.php got removed, and it's still not working. What is happening? Did I add that to the... You know what happened? I was obviously farting around with this, and I'm like, let's see what this will do. And then I broke everything, and I'm trying to do this like super professional demo, and like completely broke everything. Let's try this. So now this should be working, because this will actually also work with a static block as well. So let's delete this. Let's update this. Let's run this. Okay, now let's put this stupid thing back in. Update, refresh. Do I have something? What do I have going on here? Okay. I messed around with this. Still says it's static, eh? Still says it's static, eh? Super annoying. To block, update. Oh, what is that? npm start. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me on this stream where I go through learning how to develop for the first time ever. There we go. Oh my Lord. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so anyways, I was messing around is what I was doing. And is this building? What's going on here? I'm gonna run that. Okay, that away. And I was trying to see what would happen is could you do this with a static block, and you can indeed do this with a static block as well. But let's see. So we have an init, and then what was the other thing I was adding? So data wp dot class, and we're gonna go class 1 equals, and then we'll do this. Right, and then we'll say class 2. We wanted to test that. All right, so let's see. Toggle. So there we go. So you see that? Let me see that. Get rid of this. Be gone, you. So here we've got classes. I'm adding class. You can't see that. If at any time I'm in the way, you can type move, or you can type hide. You should be able to make it. Of course. Did it work? Oh, go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, or you can just do move, and it should eventually move me out of the way. Yeah, so down here we've got class 1 and class 2 that we've added. Yay, great success. What was the other thing that we were doing here? We were doing the init. So in our console we should have, we have an init. So if I run this, so that's running first, that's running second. I wonder if that is... Nope. So I don't know if you saw that, but I'm going to move it. There's an interesting thing. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. Well, I'm going to move this first. See if this one gets run first. It does. So it's source order. Source order driven. So the init is running and the effect is running. Now, obviously it doesn't really matter that much, but I'm just nerding out a bit on it. Okay, well, what else we got? What else we got in here that I can mess around with? So we got the init, which is nice. Key. I don't really know why we'd want to use values. Bind, we already talked about. Context, we already talked about. On init key. Cool. And there's definitely there's more. I believe there's more on the roadmap as well. There's like slot. I saw one for slot and fill, which might be pretty neat. But anyways, yeah, cool. Well, I don't know who sent me down this road, but thank you. I think it was David who sent me down this road. But thank you, David. Awesome. Anyone else want to chat about anything? I think I answered all questions in chat. No props. And yeah, no, thank you, man. Showing up here, giving me some stream content. I love it. Love it. What's happening soon? What's happening soon? Oh, WordCamp Asia is coming up in March. Very exciting. Is anyone going to that? I think Birgit and I are going. I think we're going. I don't know. Birgit, are you going? Well, if anyone's going, and I end up going, come hang out with me. Oh, I know what I was going to mention. I had a conversation yesterday with Jonathan Bossinger, and he is talking about doing, trying to contribute to like core, like WordPress core, like not the Gutenberg project, but WordPress core. And I was thinking about maybe doing specifically the REST API, because I think the REST API, apparently they need more contributors. So if you're interested, nice. Birgit's going to be there. So once again, celebrities in the house, you want to come meet Birgit, come on to Taipei. That'd be great. What was I going to say? Contributing to the REST API, like actually writing the actual REST API, because Gutenberg uses the REST API for everything. And I'm wondering if people were into that. I don't know. I'm going to do a poll. Is that something? Do you come here for that stuff or what? Let's see. New poll. What's the poll? Do you want content on contributing to the REST API? Yes. No. What the heck? No. Sure. Kevin. There we go. I'm going to start the poll. We're doing it. Block theme part 4. What block theme part 4? I have a part 4? Oh, yeah. Maybe. Titus in Atlantis. Did you just get here? Did you just get here? Well, I'm glad you're here. We're just about to sign off. Hello. Welcome back to the stream. We were just talking about the interactivity API. Just hanging out on YouTube. Is there going to be additional parts on that series? Oh, probably not. There probably won't be any more, but that doesn't mean there won't be more block theme related content, because there's going to be block theme related content. I am, got a lot of cool plans for 2024 when it comes to block theming. I need to get better at it before I can start showing y'all how to do it. But if you have anything in particular, I would highly recommend, is it repo? I think it's repo. Go to that repo, and I just linked and add an issue. And I'd love to, you can just do it right here. Go to the old issues, which add them in here, and we'll see what we can do. Yeah, that'd be great. Well, Titus, what was your meeting about? Can you tell us? Can you tell us what your meeting about? Was it about WordPress? Yeah, cool, awesome. Project updates. Interesting. I like it. Let me move my camera. Oh, I'm so excited. I just ordered one of these things. I'm such a nerd. I just ordered one of these. I don't know when I'll get it because they're back ordered till March, but I didn't order one of those people. Oh, there, one of these things. A teleprompter. I'm so excited. I'm such a nerd. I'm such a nerd. So it's gonna show right up here, and I just gotta look at this. Open up one website, and things fall apart. Get out of here. How do I'm just gonna close that. I'm just gonna go ahead and done. Okay. Nice. Yeah, please do share whatever you can. Share. The thing is called idiot. That thing is called idiot in my country. What? The prompter, they actually called it idiot? What are you talking about? That prompter. Yeah. Like prompter translated is idiot? What country are you? Like where are you from, Igneous? Prompter. Google Translate. Let's do this. Nope. I can do it this way. No, come on now. Where are you from? Igneous Fury. Well, we can't do this until you tell us where you're from. Serbia. Why is it called idiot? That's fantastic. Serbian. So let me switch it. So idiot. Okay, it's the same thing. But it isn't New York City. Birgit. See, Birgit, she brings the value. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is nice. So yeah, I see. So that's the new value. So you define the namespace up here, and then you just state and actions, so on and so forth. That's great. No, true. Idiot is idiot in Serbian also, but the prompter is also called idiot. That's hilarious. I love that. I'm gonna get a sticker that writes idiot on it, both to keep myself humble and to remind me of this conversation. Did Jonathan's? He's on Meetup, right? I want to link that Meetup thing that Jonathan's doing. I think it's next week, right? Do you have to log in? Oh no! Oh no! Why did it get canceled? Oh, bummer. Oh man, I hope Oh wait, is there another one coming up? Am I confused? I feel like I might be confused. I gotta scroll back. Maybe it got moved. Let's see. Get out of here. Maybe it got moved. Oh, he's scheduling it for next week. Okay, so it did get moved to next week. Okay, you gotta check that out. This will be cool. I'm gonna hopefully. Is he streaming at the same time? I might be able to watch it if he's not streaming. So, or if I'm not streaming. But I'll watch it on the YouTubes anyhow. Cool. All right. Well, you know what? I'm pretty much done. I don't have much else to really chat about, but I'm happy to chat with anyone. Is anything anyone wants to bring up? Stuff they're excited about, code they want to share, whatever. Happy to share links and look at things and hang out. Oh, while you're here, you should definitely join this group if you haven't already joined that group. Join it. Just do it. Just make it happen. And yeah, I'm gonna move me back over here now. Cool, awesome. Well, yeah, I guess that's it. I don't really know what I'm talking about anymore. I can't think of anything that I really want to talk about too much. Interactivity API is the new hotness, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, awesome. Well, thanks everyone. Thanks everyone so much for hanging out with me. Let's see how our poll did. Is it done? Is our poll done? Let's look. View results. Yes, and sure. Titus, come on, man. I wish I had more for you. So no one. Cool. Yes and sure. So 4 votes for yes. Awesome. Good to know. So next week I will not be streaming. I'm going to be away for a work thing, and then I probably might get one stream this month because some holidays and all of that stuff. So I was thinking about like a Christmas themed whatever. Like we could all just show up and drink hot chocolate or your beverage of choice, and I'll wear a Santa hat. Maybe we'll just do that. We'll just chat. We'll talk about code. We'll have fun. It'll be like it'll be a fun thing. Titus, you can show up with your eggnog and tell us, no, I can't. I can actually make it next week. Oh no. Well, how about the week after? Yeah. So anyways, maybe we'll do that. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a Christmas. Maybe it'll be like the Star Wars Christmas special, and we'll all look back at this and go, oh God, why did we do that? But that's what it is. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. All right, everyone. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to check to see who's streaming right now. Okay, we got 3 people. We got Finite Singularity. This is the way. We've got the Primogen, and then we've got Next Tab DE. Now he's a German streamer. He does stream in English, but I think he's predominantly German. But he rated us one time, so I love to return the favor. So, should we do a poll, or should I just pick one? First person to drop the name in the chat wins. Go. Primogen. Okay, here we go. We're gonna raid Prime. Start the raid, and in the meantime, I'm going to say thank you, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Except Titus, who I will probably never see again. Tier. But thanks for hanging out with me today. Appreciate you all. If I don't see you all before holiday, if you celebrate Christmas or you celebrate any holiday in December, happy holidays and whatever. I'll see y'all later.